Hi there, it's Martha, and if you're new, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. I am a Scentsy consultant, and I have just now gotten my first, I think, big club, my quarterly club. I mean, throughout this past year, I just started like a real club, I think, before the end of the fall, winter, transitioning into spring, summer, and probably around the Bring Back My Bars back in January. So I had 107 bars in here, and I had to make some tough choices, and I got it down to 44. So if you missed that video and you want to see how I got here or what else I had in there, I can put the video up here, but I'll also link it at the end of this video. Some of these are like multiples, but I do have a lot of onesies in here. So I'm just going to get started. Oh, and the other thing, I will, when I get to St Nickerdoodle, I'm going to sniff the Make Me Snicker, which is a new scent for this fall and winter catalog. St Nickerdoodle was a scent of the season last year, so I'm just going to compare the two and see which one I like better. I have a feeling I know which one I'm going to like better. And then I also have the Whiff Box, so I'll share that at the end if you want to see it. But if you don't, I know either you don't want to see spoilers or you've seen it already. So let's just get started with what is in my club. Okay, so the first thing I have here is Blue Coconut Beach, and Blue Coconut Beach has scent of, I think it's palm, coconut, and vanilla, I think. This one I'm actually not going to keep. Oh, interesting. It's like the top. I don't know if you can see that. Just completely, can you see that? It's completely gone. So it's going to make it almost impossible to open that one. Interesting. Sometimes that happens, but for the most part, the bars look in pretty good shape. So anyway, this is like palm, coconut, vanilla. It's a very pretty scent. I also love this color. It's a beautiful color. These I'm actually putting aside and going to send to Christine from Christine Scentsy because she forgot to club it. And I actually had it in there and I didn't take it out. For me, this is very, very light. So it's not one I'm going to plan on keeping in my club, but because she told me she forgot to put it in there, I'm going to send those to her. So those are hers, really. So then I have Woodland Suede. So this was part of the Bring Back My Bar back in January. And this is Woodland, Red Oak, Smoky Cedar, Musk, and Winter Lemon. I fell in love with this scent. I mean, so this is staying in my club for, I guess, until I get sick of it. But I love, this is such a good scent. So this was a surprise hit for me back with the Bring Back My Bar in January. So I did pick up two and it's staying in my club for a while. It's just such a pretty, I don't know. A lot of people get the woodsiness. I don't. I get the lemon. I get a little smokiness, but it just smells like it smells good. Cologne, a little cologne-y, but it's delicious. Then I have We're All Mad Here, and this is tart plum, strawberry, pink sugar, and fizz. This is one of the few, if not only, Scentsy bar that has fizz in it, that I've smelled anyway. But this is really good. Also, considering I'm not a fan of strawberry, I do like this one, and I think it's just the pink sugar, the fizz, and a little bit of that tart plum. So this is one where I just have one in the club, and little by little, I think I only have one other bar. So building up the collection here, or the inventory is the word I'm looking for. This next one is Rum Raisin Cookie. This was also from the January Bring Back My Bar. This is cookie dough, rum raisin, and clove. This was another surprise goodie. Ooh, that smells good. And it performs. I mean, this one, I remember filling the room in open space. Ooh, that's a good strong one. So that is going to hang out there for a while. Here is one that did not come back from last fall and winter, and this is Toasted Acorn and Oak. This is Toasted Acorn, Creamy Chestnut, Roasted over Golden Oak. I had a feeling this one wasn't going to come back, so I'm glad I put it in my club because I love this one. It's just, it's creamy and nutty and, I mean, almost has like a bakeryness to it, like a butteriness. There's something buttery in here, and it is fantastic. So I love this one. I think I have like 2 more. So I have enough to kind of start off this fall winter season. And I love that one. This one here, Hazelnut Latte. This is also from the Bring Back My Bar back in January. It's steamed milk, toasted hazelnut, espresso, vanilla, and cinnamon. I'm contemplating taking this one out, but it does smell good. I ended up taking out Perk Me Up, which was the other coffee scent that was offered in January. But this, I just do like the scent. I definitely get the creaminess. I get a hint of the kind of espresso in the back. I will say, because I know everyone's been talking about the Friends bar. This has more of a coffee scent than the Friends bar does, and it's just supposed to be hazelnut latte, and that one's supposed to have espresso and coffee. So, but I do love the scent of it. It's not the longest lasting bar, but I do enjoy it, and yeah, and I kept it in there because I enjoy it, and there is something, even though I strongly believe that vendor wax does a much better coffee. There's just something about the ease of just snapping a bar and throwing it in a warmer with Scentsy. So I do have 2 of those. Here is one that I didn't have anymore. So this is the one that I have, but it also from Bring Back My Bar in January. And I didn't have it to like re-sniff to see if I still wanted it in my club, but I'm really glad that I kept it in there. So this is Quiver. This is vanilla flower, sandalwood, and tuberose. I kind of had a quick sniff of all of these as I was putting my little scent notes on the back, and it's such a pretty scent. Such a pretty scent. You don't really hear tuberose as a scent note in wax very often. And I love it. I love it for the bedroom. It's a good performer for me, and that is Quiver. Then might as well, I'll go from my left to right, or my right to left. So this is Happy Birthday, and this is sugar, whipped cream, vanilla extract. It smells like kind of like a marble cake batter. I definitely get a chocolate note in here. And it's yummy. I only have 1 now. I think this is just also kind of a fun gift to give on someone's birthday, maybe a warmer in a bar or something like that. So that one's kind of fun. Then I have Swirling Snowflakes. So this was part of the winter collection, I think, last year. And this is sparkling peppermint, fresh air, and eucalyptus flower. And it was a bundle of 3. I think it was the winter bundle. And I love this one. It's just cooling. I find it to be very pretty. Eucalyptus flower is different than eucalyptus, and it is a eucalyptus flower in here. The peppermint to me is light, but it adds this icy cool feeling. And for me, this already has a scent memory with me. I just remember warming it in my bedroom and walking in and feeling like, I don't know, like I was in a winter wonderland. Like if I closed my eyes, it's just so pretty, different. They didn't bring this back. It was a limited time offer bar last year, so I'm glad I clubbed that one. Then let's see here. I have 2 fuzzy blankets, and this is lavender, sandalwood, and honeysuckle. This is from the Bring Back My Bar in June of this year, and I love it. It's, to me, a cozy, it definitely has that lavender, so you have to like lavender, I think, to like this, but it's cozy. There's a sweetness to it. There's a warmth to it from the sandalwood. It does remind me of a better version of, oh gosh, what's it called now? Oh, it's not Stardust. Stardust? Is it Stardust? I don't know why it's not coming to me. But Stargazing, not Stardust, Stargazing. This to me is a much more palatable scent than that one, but very pretty. Beautiful for the bedroom because it's got that nice lavender. Then I have 2 of the Tinkerbell, the Peter Pan Sweet and Sassy. So this is tangerine, kiwi, cucumber blossom, musk, and pixie dust. I really enjoyed this one. I feel like it was a moderate performer, but I like the brightness of this. I love that tangerine. I do get a little bit of musk. I also feel like there might be a touch of grapefruit in here. but for me, it's a very bright, happy, citrusy scent. And it performed, I think this is probably better in medium to small rooms, but that is one I like. All right, so next is Wildflower Cotton. This is zesty lemon and wildflower cotton among sun-kissed woods. This was from the Mother's Day collection this year. And so I think it was these two. Blue Coconut Beach and Wildflower Cotton were part of the Mother's Day collection. I love this one. It does remind me a lot of Sandalwood Tangerine or Tangerine Sandalwood. I always forget which one comes first. But it's very pretty. And I just like it. This is one where I think when I'm in the mood for it, I'm really in the mood for it. So it's one that I want to have around. And I don't know if I had any left. I might have used them all. But it's definitely got the sandalwood. Even though it doesn't say that in the notes, there's definitely sandalwood in here. A little bit of cotton. Tiny, tiny hint of lemon, but not really. But it's just, for me, a good performer. Smells wonderful in bedroom, bathrooms, and I really like that. So it's just one I don't know how long I'll keep, but it's one that I want to kind of build up a little bit of an inventory. This is Plum and White Woods. This is Raspberry Preserves, Damson Plum, and Vanilla Orchid. This is from the Bring Back My Bar in June. And this is such a pretty scent. It's a lighter one. That's the only thing. But I think for the bedroom or smaller rooms, this is beautiful. This is one where I do remember kind of it wafting out in the hallway and walking by and stopping and saying, that smells so good. So I think that's a beautiful bar, beautiful scent, kind of body care like. And I'm glad that I caught that one. I don't foresee myself taking that out for a while. Then we have Olaf Warm Hugs. This is Cool Mint, Snow Covered Woods, and Vanilla. I really enjoy this one, although it is a little bit lighter than like Swirling Snowflakes. To me is a pretty good performer. This one's on the lighter side, but boy, is it so pretty. It's just creamy and sweet. It's like a sweet peppermint. And I get the vanilla. I have warmed this in open space. I just have to use, I think, most of this bar. It lasts quite for a number of days in the bathroom. But a pretty scent. People coming over like this scent. And I'm keeping Olaf in there for a while. Blue Christmas. This was part of the Scent of the Season collection. And this is orange peels, cloves, fir needles, and cinnamon. This one is so good. This reminded me of, I should stop saying that because obviously they're all really good because they're in my club. But this one reminded me a little bit of, if you're familiar with the holiday, holiday scent by Nest. Not that it's the same, but it's kind of that similar where you have a lot of citrus and kind of woodsy notes. So this one, there's something refreshing about it, almost like a seltzer in a way, at least on cold. It's been a while since I've warmed it, but I do remember really enjoying this one a lot, and also beautiful color. So this one is Blue Christmas. I only have one. Because I have so many bars, I kind of tend to do one of each, and then I'm hoping to little by little build up a little bit of an inventory. I don't know if I might have one more of Hocus Pocus on hand, but this is blackberries, black plum, cherry, and spiced vanilla. Love this one. It's fantastic. It reminds me of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry fragrance. And I love this. I'm hoping I have one more, but I might not. So we'll see. This one might be hard to accumulate. Eventually I'll get there. Let's just kind of hang with the Halloween season here. Then I have Nightmare Before Christmas, Halloween Town, and this is cranberry, apple, and spiced cedar wood. This was one that I had not warmed at all last year. And so when it was time to make decisions on my club, I'm like, I better warm it and see if I even like it. And I did. I love this one. I warmed it. It's a good performer. I get a lot of that spiced cedar. I get a little bit of apple. but I just love this one. Yeah, so this one was a good performer. Mine was already getting a little, from just last year, a little slick, a little oily, a little sweaty. But now I have like a bar and a half, I guess. The other one that I wish I had more of, this is the only one I got, the one that just came, and this is Jack's Obsession, also from the Nightmare Before Christmas collection. It's apples spiced with clove and cinnamon. One of my favorite apple scents. It's so good, and I'm not a huge apple person, but I love this. I love this so much. I'm like, I've really got a good whiff of it. I get a little bit of that clove. It's a really pretty spiced apple. You do get some of that cinnamon. I guess it's red hot cinnamon, but to me it's not like spicy. It's just a really beautiful mix of like this blended apple cinnamon, like, cut up apples, blended or like with just like covered in cinnamon kind of thing. It's also a green apple, I think. I'm pretty sure it's a green apple. And maybe it's because the wax is green that I'm making that assumption, but I don't like green apple necessarily. So the fact that I love this bar is, sometimes you just got to try it and see if you like it, even though the notes might be a little bit like you're on the fence. But this is Jack's Obsession, holding on to this one for dear life. This next one is St Nickerdoodle. Okay, so we're going to stop here for a second. So St Nickerdoodle, this was also part of the scent of the season in last winter. And this is baked apples, spices, and a dusting of powdered sugar. This one I remember performing moderate. It wasn't the best performer, but the scent is very, very good. Yeah, I get the baked apples. And I get a little bit of sugar. This one to me doesn't quite smell like a snickerdoodle because I really get that apple, but it's a pretty baked apple. And it's really nice. So I'm going to now take out, kind of have it here on top. And this is Make Me Snickerdoodle. And this is cookie dough, brown sugar, vanilla bean, and sugared cinnamon. Okay, this is the new one, Make Me Snickerdoodle, and this is the St. Nick. So you can see it's a little lighter, the St. Nickerdoodle. I think I like the St. Nickerdoodle a little bit more. I like the apple, the touch of apple in here. And I'm not sure about this one. I'm not sure about the the Make Me Snickerdoodle. It kind of smells like your generic brown sugar scent. So there's something in here that's a little bit off, I think. So definitely I'm keeping St. Nickerdoodle. I'll warm Make Me Snickerdoodle pretty soon and then see how it warms. I mean, it just does nothing for me. I don't hate it. It's fine. But I kind of feel like they had an opportunity to bring this one back, and I think this one's better. So, okay. Then we have Spiced Berries, and this is frankincense, myrrh, and berries. This was from the Bring Back My Bar back in January. I'm glad I kept this one. I was a few in here that I was on the fence about, and this I remember being like a very strong performer. I can smell it from out here. And I think the sense of frankincense and that myrrh is just, there's something very elegant about it. There's something a little more bougie about it. And I do know that those scent oils are more expensive. And maybe that's why, but there's something very different about this that I really enjoyed. So I'm going to enjoy warming this again, this kind of probably more in the November timeframe, I think. And that is November, December, and that's Spiced Berries. Then we have Autumn Stroll. This was also from the January Bring Back My Bar. And this is cinnamon, dusky plum, and wood incense. So both of them, both this one and Spice Berries, have a little bit of this kind of incense scent to it. But yeah, this is good too. This is more masculine, I think. Like you're walking next to a man that smells really good. It's heavier. Definitely getting that smokiness, a little bit of that incense, but this is very, very pretty and it's different. And I'm like already feeling like I want to warm this really soon. Like one of those first cool nights we get, it's going to be so good. So that is Autumn Stroll. I always feel like I have I don't know, I get a little piece of wax up my nose or something. Vanilla Cream. This is French vanilla and coconut cream. There's that motorcycle. Vanilla cream, French vanilla and coconut cream. And this is also from Bring Back My Bar in January. I did keep this because I just wanted kind of like a basic vanilla, although this is got a little bit of coconut cream. I think this is very pretty. It's a good mixer. I don't know if I'm going to end up keeping this in here for much longer because it's kind of basic, but I used all the ones I had, so obviously I went through them. But I think this might be nice just to have if I want to tone something down, and that is Vanilla Cream. All right, now we have Hemingway, and Hemingway is ripe apples, sandalwood, cedar with hints of spice. This was just in the June Bring Back My Bar, and I love this one. This was like my Woodland Suede from June, where it was a surprise hit. Wasn't expecting to enjoy this as much, but I love the apple scent in here. It's so pretty. They're ripe apples. There's something warm with the sandalwood. And I do like cedar, and it's got a little bit of spice. So that's the hint of spice. So I've only warmed this just to do the warm review for the Bring Back My Bar, and I have wax all over the floor. But I loved it when it warmed, and it was a good performer. I warmed it in open space, and I think this was like an 8 or a 9 out of 10 as far as performance. Here we have Wild for Fall, and this was part of the Harvest collection back in 2022. And this is Douglas Fir, Satsuma Mandarin, and Golden Sunflower. This one is one that I fell in love with unexpectedly because of that Satsuma orange or mandarin. And I know not everyone likes orange with their pine or their woodsy notes, but for me, there's something pretty about that contrast of having something bright and then having something woodsy or a little kind of deeper, little darker scent. And I don't know, I think I just love that contrast for some reason. And so this is a good one. I'm going to pull out now I think it's Fall in Love that also has orange. So Fall Into Love is part of the Harvest collection this year for 2023. And this is fresh orange peel, cool eucalyptus, and sweet balsam. So not the same, but they both have kind of a citrus to it, and they both have some woodsy notes. And so I'm going to see kind of, which one I like better. Of course, I'm going to warm this one before I make a decision to take Wild for Fall out and see which one I like better. Oopsie. Also, this is Wild for Fall. It's a little darker, and Fall Into Love. Okay, between the two, I think I'm keeping Wild for Fall. This one, we'll see how it warms, but it's nice, but there's something bright about this orange that I love. So this, for me, at least, without melting, that one is still the winner. Then I have Whiteout, and Whiteout is peppermint, sweet golden apple, and winter pine. And I did pick up 2. I love this one too. This was from the June Bring Back My Bar, and I really got the apple in here, especially when it, and even, not even, when it warmed, that apple really came through for me. And it was a golden apple, which is like, I wouldn't have thought that I know what that smells like, but it's a different apple. It's not a red apple, not a green apple. There is something almost a little cooked or ripe, but it's just a really beautiful blend, I think, between the peppermint, the apple, and the pine. I think they're all blended in here really nicely. So I like that kind of take of adding that sweet apple with the peppermint and the pine. Okay, graham cracker crunch. So this did not come back this fall and winter. This is graham cracker, crunchy peanut butter, and vanilla bean. I did get 2 of these. I think my oldest likes that one as well. Yeah, I think this one was one of those surprise where people were like, I can't believe they didn't bring it back. And I can't believe that I like this one because I'm not a big peanut butter person, but I really do like this bar, as far as I remember. So, and there is a crunch. There is that crunch kind of smell to it, which is really nice. So it's creamy. It's a little peanut butter. It's got a little sweetness, maybe sugar from the graham cracker. This is a good one. And I've been bad about taking notes about mixes, but I do remember writing down several things that this would be good to mix with. So that's graham cracker crunch. Okay, we're almost done here. Okay, almost at the finish line. All right. Churro Churro, baked pastry and cinnamon sugar. That's what it smells like. It smells like a freshly baked churro. This was from the June Bring Back My Bar, and I stuck it in there. I know a lot of people say this is really light. It is light, but I can smell it. I can smell it when I'm in the kitchen, so it's not so light where I have to stand like over the warmer. I definitely get a scent to it. I'd probably say it's like a 4 out of 10, maybe even 5. So it's not for me, a terrible performer. Not everything is gonna, not everything. Well, I shouldn't say that. I guess there's just some things I'm okay with them being lighter as long as I can smell them and I'm not struggling to smell them. And I love the scent. So I do have these in here and I do enjoy it. So that's Churro Churro. Cashmere Pear. This is white amber, Madagascar, vanilla pear, and red ginger. This is also from the June Bring Back My Bar. I have a lot of Bring Back My Bars in my club, and I'm afraid of what's going to happen in January because I know there's some good bakery ones in there. So, but this one is just different. I like that ginger. I definitely get the ginger, and I get the amber and pear a little bit. I've only warmed it once, and I still have like a partial. So this is one where I need to evaluate and see how much I love it because I kind of can't remember, but I stuck it in there because I know that I just wanted more time with this bar. So I don't know how long this will last in my club, but it smells really good. So, okay. Frozen 2, The North Calls. This is berry, grapefruit, lily of the valley, and touch of marine. I love this one too. This is another good one. I do enjoy the grapefruit in here. And with the berries and the lily of the valley, it's very kind of sweet. It's sweet and for me, light, not light in performance, but light in this kind of airiness to it. And it's a very pretty one. I'm going to keep this around for a while, I think. I do regret a little bit not keeping Fearless by Nature in my club. So that was also part of the Frozen 2 collection. So I kept Olaf, I kept The North Calls. I did not keep Fearless by Nature. And that is a good scent. My daughter actually told me the other day that she really loves that one. I'm like, I wish you would have told me because I would have probably kept it in the club. But anyway, sometimes it happens. It's not a total heartbreak for me. It's just a good scent. So here we have Crumb Top, and this is oats, butter, and brown sugar. And this is from the January Bring Back My Bar. Another really good one. And I need to try the mix that I think Christine from Christine's Scent Scene mentioned. I want to say it was Crumb Top. Correct me if I'm wrong, Christine, if you watch this. Crumb Top and Cocoa Lime, I think. So I think she said kind of having those two smelled like a key lime pie, if I remember correctly. But definitely one I want to try. This is just a great scent on its own. It's fantastic. And then also as a mixer, I think this would be really good. And I think I would keep this for sure before I keep vanilla cream. Like vanilla cream is going to go before this one does, because this is such a good, yummy bakery scent. Okay, 2 more. Caramel chestnut. This is caramel, chestnut, and vanilla. This was a brick last winter. I was going to say last holidays. Last winter, and it's a great scent. It came out with maraschino sugar cookie. What else was in there? Icicles and evergreen. That frosted petals. And a blue one that I can't remember what it's called. I still have them all, but I moved them. I moved them to my wax room. And I love maraschino, I keep wanting to say maraschino cherry sugar cookie, but maraschino sugar cookie. I had that one. I still have some, like half of my brick, and I had it in the club for a little while, but I think I only got it once, and then I decided that I really liked caramel chestnut better. So this is the only one that stayed out of those bricks from last year, and it smells so good on warm. It's you smell that kind of roasting chestnuts. You smell, definitely get the vanilla. It's just creamy and toasty, and it's so good. So I still have to use the brick, finish using the brick, holding on to it in the bar in the club. Okay, another one, and this is the last one before I get to the Whiff Box. Bright Cider Life. This is cider, pumpkin, and red apple. So this was another one that did not come back from last fall and winter. Threw it in there. I remember liking it a lot. I warmed it a few times last year, and it's just a really pretty cider scent with that pumpkin is really nice, and that apple is very nice. That smells good. So I'm glad I clubbed it, because I think this was pretty popular if I remember, but I don't know, something told me to stick it in there, so I did. So that is everything that I have in my club. I know I sniff everything and I probably should go faster, but I mean, it's right in front of me. I can't resist. So I got to sniff everything. So that is my club. It will come ship again in November, and then I may decide to see what sticks around or not. So we'll see, but this was one when I got everything, you know, after making that cut from 107 bars and opening this box, it was what I wanted the feeling to be. When I went through these and smelled them, I was like, yes, like I was not like, I should have taken that out. I was happy to get everything, and there really isn't anything that I feel like I'm missing. And I took quite a bit out. So, in some cases, I'm glad some didn't cure well. Like for me, Starburst Sky was one that I thought I was going to keep around for a long time, but it got very cigarette smoky when I warmed it recently. And so I was like, okay, that sometimes it's like makes it an easy decision to kick things out. So that is the quarterly club. I'm going to move on to the Whiff Box if you're interested. And if you're not, thank you for hanging out with me and watching my club video here. So if you take off now, that's okay. But for everyone else, here is the Whiff Box. So let's see what we got. All right, so in the box, the first thing I'm pulling out here is Counter Clean in Scarlet Sunflower. So this is fantastic. This is a great cleaner. I've used it for spot cleaning carpets. I've used it counters. It's fantastic, and I do really like that scent, Scarlet Sunflower. So I was happy to get that. And this other one, I was super happy to get this. This is Scentsy Fresh, and it's in Fluffy Fleece. I love Fluffy Fleece. I love the Fluffy Fleece laundry kit. I still have some from last year, and I just love the scent. So I'm really glad to get the Scentsy Fresh in that. I've only gotten Scentsy Fresh once, and I have it right now in Magnolia Linen, I think it's called, and it's been great. I probably should use it more often. I kind of forget. Okay, and then here is a body wash in Glacier Water. So this was interesting that they bring this back in, I shouldn't say bring this back, bring this scent to body wash, because they didn't bring back the wax. The wax bar was the scent of the month for last August of 22. And it was one I missed. I think I was new to Scentsy and I didn't realize that the scent of the month, I just thought it was going to hang on till the end of the year. I didn't know that like I think it only lasts around 3 months. Sometimes they extend it a little bit longer, but I should have put glacier water in my club so I can smell it, because I'm just one of those where I think I'd like that one, but now I get to smell it in body wash. But just interesting, they didn't bring the bar back, but they brought the scent in body wash. So looking forward to that. And I've never tried Scentsy body wash, so we'll see. We'll see what I think of that. And then in here is also the Luna hand cream, and this is a sample. And so I've never tried this hand cream, so happy to be getting some things that I've never tried before, and I love that. So I love that about the Whiff Box, that I either get to try new things, new scents, or things like that. So I don't always get the Whiff Box. I am one of those that kind of wants to see the spoilers to see if I like it or not. But I did like that. Okay. Then took the 2 bars out of the wrapping. So I have another Fall Into Love. So it's one that I just smelled and wanted to see if I liked it more than Wildflower Fall. I think this is fine. Again, I haven't warmed any of them yet, but it's a pretty scent, so great. They're also, I have to say, I've noticed they're using this scent in a lot of things. So Scentsy's kind of pushing this scent in a lot of different things. And then Frosted Cinnamon Roll, which is the scent of the month for September. So it's kind of cool when they do give you the next month's, like a sneak peek of it. Typically they give you a little sample cup of it. So the fact that they put a whole bar in there was fantastic. I actually, I'm not going to tell you what I think. I warmed it yesterday. But on cold, smells really good. It smells like a buttery, bakery, gooey goodness. So I will have a separate video actually to tell you my thoughts on warm, and I'll also tell you my thoughts on the Friends bar, which I also warmed. So I can maybe just put those 2 warm reviews together. All right, that is the Whiff Box. So the Whiff Box is something that you can purchase, outside of the club. But for me, the value, I mean, it's a $35 Whiff Box, $35 cost every month. And whatever is in here, I'm not going to add it up for you, sorry, but whatever's in here is over $35 in value. So they're always making sure that whatever they're putting in the box, it's like a nice surprise, if you want to be surprised, has a value greater than $35. And I like to get it in my Scentsy club because I can get it as my half-priced item. So what is that? $17.50, I think. $17.50 instead of $35, and I'm getting a value greater than $35. So for me, that's like a no-brainer if I want to get the Whiff Box. I don't always get the Whiff Box, like I said, just because I don't always need more things. But it is fun to get every once in a while. Sometimes I'll get a brick if I'm in the mood for a brick, or you can get other things like replacements for the air filter. So a lot of great things available in Scentsy Club besides bars. But that's mostly what I really want to get. So that is the video. I hope you enjoyed this. And if you did, consider giving me a like or subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. And yeah, next time I will do a warm review of the Frosted Cinnamon Roll and the Friends bar. And I think if you follow me on Instagram, you probably already know what I think. All right, thank you. Happy melting. Bye-bye. Got my quarterly box. Let's get started with my quarterly haul. Club haul. Whatever. Okay. Scentsy. Blah. Okay. Scentsy. Yes, Scentsy. Scentsy Club haul. I think it's a quarterly. What am I saying? All right. If this wasn't, would not. What am I saying? And I definitely got wax because it's now going down my throat. Strong nose. Okay.